I'm back, guys. Class Ops 7 Classic Survival Mode Deep Dive. So we're doing a deep dive on the classic zombies. I've been making a lot of videos about zombies, but again, Zombie Week reveal next week. I think it's already here, right? So this is already here, but survival mode in Black Ops 7. This is one of the things people have been asking for Black Ops 7 zombies.
Game that came out in 2012 was actually the last zombies iteration to feature this bonus survival mode. What it allowed you to do is take pieces of the bigger round-based maps in the game and play either survival on them, grief, or even turned. Now
I love that. What if we can just turn it into one big map like we did with Transit? I want an open world Black Ops. I would love that.
It didn't release survival maps cut out from every round-based map in BO2, but there were quite a few sections from Green Run or Transit. There was at least a section from Mob of the Dead, and even a section from Buried. Now, Black Ops 6 Zombies through the Grief mode has also broken up parts of each round-based map and has utilized those arenas for just the Grief experience. They, of course, also did the Starting Room Challenge through a separate LTM just last season. So what I'm thinking is that with...
So yeah, people want to see the core thing that really made them return to Call of Duty, and that is Black Ops Transit, in my opinion. Survival mode is awesome in Black Ops 7,
not only
though.
Support regular survival, but could maybe even support modes like Grief, maybe even Turn, and other LTMs later down the line.
These were the real things that, you know, I feel like they could also add this stuff to the DLC.
Now, survival is pretty simple. You just gotta survive. There's no Easter eggs, but you do have access to every type of machine, whether it's a perk machine, whether it's the mystery box, and in this case, you'll probably see all the...
We saw that. I don't really like survival, to be honest, because you know you were gonna die at some point. The maps were like separated, the farms. I liked going on the bus and fighting on the bus and trying to survive there.
Machines that are relevant for Black Ops 7 zombies, all in one space. It was confirmed at the event a couple of weeks ago that you'll have access to every machine that you need while playing survival. Now, at launch, we're only going to be seeing farm survival alongside the regular big transit experience, but they
I feel like everything will be reworked, of course.
Confirmed that other survival maps are going to be coming post-launch, and that other POIs from transit are also going to be added into survival, probably during the preseason window, maybe even season 1, and what I'd assume before DLC 1 comes out. Now, personally, I think this is brilliant when it comes to quote-unquote filler updates later down the line, where instead of just waiting for an LTM to come out or some other quality of life in zombies, in between big DLC drops, it'd be cool to see just a bunch of survival maps that are cut out from other experiences. Imagine if they even brought in some survival maps that are from future big round-based maps.
I mean, it could be also like survival of town. That was pretty awesome. But I'm thinking a very big possibility is they're going to rework what made the Black Ops maps great. And they're going to double down on that. They're going to show here what maps are coming to survival. See here?
Add in Nocturne and Toten survival into BO7 zombies as
exactly. Like a lot of these maps, they will be reworked, but they will also add new maps. Like, understand that Black Ops 7 is 10 times bigger probably than Black Ops 2.
I wouldn't fully rule that out, but there was something called Onslaught back inside of Black Ops Cold War, the ability to play basic survival on a number of multiplayer maps, and there were obviously a ton more Onslaught maps than there were regular round-based maps inside of zombies, so I also wouldn't be surprised if within survival this year, we end up seeing more survival maps that you can play on, whether it's for Grief, for regular survival, or something else, compared to big DLC experiences that are actual new maps with Easter eggs. So apart from updates that we're also going to be seeing in Endgame, this is the big open world extraction for a campaign that actually does feature zombies, by the way.
Yeah.
I think Reloaded updates every mid-season could also serve as the opportunity to add in more...
And again, if they're really trying to turn zombies into like multiplayer, what multiplayer is for Black Ops 7, like completely its own skins, its own weapons, its own upgrades. Remember, it's not just an add-on anymore. It's kind of like an extra game. You buy Black Ops, yeah, it's $80, but you get 3 different games. You get zombies, you get multiplayer, you get single player. And it's like generational, right? So you can... Black Ops 2 is really the type of game you can return in 5 years and still play it.
Survival maps, zombie updates in Endgame, and other things that make more sense for the middle of a season. There was also a weird rumor many months back when Transit actually leaked out for Black Ops 7 that apparently Mob of the Dead was coming to BO7. Now that shot of the prison we saw in the announcement trailer, I could confirm is not from zombies at all, it's actually from a section of the campaign. What if we do see small sections of the classic BO2 maps from way back when, just added in for...
From teaser, it's just straight up Transit Remaster from what leakers are hearing. I mean, that's 100% in my opinion, we're gonna get a Transit Remaster. It's an awesome map. It's been here for 10 years and people still talk about it.
Survival and bonus gameplay, nothing to do with the main story, the main DLCs, or any Easter eggs. Now, following the launch of Season 5 Reloaded, Dataminer Reality UK did report again on what could be a classic mode coming to BO7, although it was originally thought that that mode would be coming to BO6 because this mode actually leaked out almost a year ago, and very little was known about what this classic mode could entail, what game it's even for, but the jingle...
So there's going to be multiple modes, right? But I am guessing here, is these modes are awesome. They might add modes after the release. The most important factor is... there could be a mode for open world.
Classic mode within
open
BO6,
world would be awesome.
where you can't upgrade your weapon's rarity, you have no access to a crafting table or an arsenal machine, and simply have the weapons that you can pull from the mystery box or some of the presents around the map. Now, the mode itself, in my opinion, wasn't all that replayable, and it was extra challenging because the mode itself went against how the core gameplay was designed for BO6. So I feel like unless a lot of fundamentals get changed for a quote-unquote classic mode, the mode itself might not actually play like classic zombies from way back when, especially with the brand new point system. Well,
I mean, you could just add the new maps and then add a ton of stuff on it. That would work.
Reality reported that just recently, new info about this classic mode did get leaked out. He claimed, and I quote, "It has its own separate wall buy, mystery box, and allowed weapon list. The minimap is hidden, the perk limit is 4, and exfil is also disabled." So this at least is a bigger step in that direction to get a classic mode. If these are going to be the modifiers that we're going to see while playing this... but I haven't really seen...
there could be modifiers. They could also make like a hard mode, super hard with no HUD and stuff like that. I would definitely love to see that. Like one hit zombie kills you.
Zombies, so I wouldn't...
But again, the pistols are returning. I love that type of pistols because that's what really made Black Ops 2 great. That pistol, you could go a long way with it. You know, it didn't feel like a Black Ops 1 pistol, which is much, much harder in my opinion. Black Ops 2 had a lot of stuff correctly done. And again, the weapons, that's what I really loved in Black Ops 2.
And this would obviously play a lot differently from regular round-based in the game. Now, I get it, if you're trying to use survival as the mode to level up your weapons and grind XP, this wouldn't be ideal.
I feel like a lot of people will also find Easter eggs, all tons of stuff you can find there.
If you're restricted on what you could bring into the mode. So that's why I'm skeptical on what this exactly could be, because I get it. A lot of hardcore zombie fans would say, who cares about weapon progression or leveling things up? Give us a classic mode, right? With no loadouts and nothing fancy. But there are other folks that would probably look at survival as this replacement for what Onslaught was from Cold War. The recent community blog for BO7 also mentioned that when it comes to zombies this year, there will be a new way to reward hardcore players that we're going to hear more about soon. So when it comes to rewarding hardcore players, I think first thing that comes to mind is just giving several different rewards for completing an Easter egg multiple
I guess skins would be a nice addition to actually reward the community with.
times, or for speed running it, or whatever the case may be. Just more progression and more rewards than what Black Ops 6 offered, which already was a big step forward since no previous Black Ops zombies had ever rewarded players that much for prestiging or of course completing main quests. But what if after beating a map's Easter egg, you unlock survival sections from that big map, again enticing players to actually attempt to beat these quests, on top of getting, operator skins, blueprints, or gobblegums? And what if a classic mode is rewarded to people who beat a certain map with the rule sets that Black Ops 7 offers by default? So that would include armor plating, arsenal machines, crafting tables.
I would love to see challenges. That's what really makes the game interesting. Or some type of roguelite mechanics. Extraction, there's so many possibilities. Like adding extraction stuff would definitely be a very big bonus. For example, look, Escape from Tarkov. Wouldn't that be awesome if we had that in zombies? So you only start with a gun, but guess what? You can have, stronger and stronger waves, and there's going to be other players. I mean, that wouldn't be actually zombies anymore. But for me, it would be crazy. Like if there would be other teams, players of 20, and, you would shoot them and take their loot. Take their perks, their bubble gum. Take their armor plates, like Warzone type of zombies. That would be amazing. Zombies Warzone.
The systems that are likely going to come back from BO6.
Open world zombies Warzone. I feel like some people would play that. I don't know if it would be super played, but
what if you could unlock a more hardcore and classic version of these maps as a
that's really where Black Ops Zombies really win. Like they have unlimited potential.
Just an idea I wanted to bring up. Now, to bring up this video, I wanted to bring up something that I personally feel has probably been misinterpreted, but Data Miner Reality UK did claim that when Outbreak does release in BO7, it will have its own separate weekly challenges from the looks of it. We'll get back to that. He also said in BO7 Outbreak, you'll have minor and major abilities, and they look to be separate from augments, but he has no idea. So
I mean, I would be definitely happy that. Black Ops 7, you have a minor and major ability. Again, this could be like field upgrades.
You beat the 11 linear missions. So in Endgame, you will have major and minor abilities for each operator that you'll gain access to as you level up that operator specifically in campaign. And when it comes to weekly challenges, they already confirmed the campaign will have weekly challenges over the course of BO7, apart from what you're going to be seeing in MP, Zombies, and Warzone. So what I'm thinking is that all the Outbreak leaks that are being found, or anything that's leaked and labeled as Outbreak, is probably just referring to Endgame, the big campaign expansion that, yes, also happens to feature zombies, and I'm sure will be a very popular mode within the zombies community as well. But that is about it. This has been DK Dynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on everything we know so far about the survival mode coming to the launch of BO7? Do you think classic mode is also the same thing as survival? Also, what are your thoughts on a new way to reward hardcore players? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.
So yeah, pretty awesome video overall. I'm just gonna take a quick break, guys. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. There's been a ton of updates